It's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to another classic album review and continuing on with the 70s. Now today's album is by an artist who's always been under the radar. It's got a cult following, but has been very successful. And we're talking about Tom Waits. Now Tom Waits was born in 1949. He's an American musician, a composer, songwriter and an actor. And the way he's written is he usually focuses on the underbelly of society. And the other distinctive thing was that deep, gravelly voice. He's worked in many genres. It was primarily jazz during the 70s and then blues rock during the 80s. But as I said, he's always been under the radar because he's had the lack of mainstream commercial success. But he was influenced many musicians and gained an international cult following. There's been several books written about him, and in 2015 he was ranked at number 55 in Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Songwriters of All Time. And then he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2011. But the album we're going to focus on today, it was his fourth album that he released in 1976. And it's probably his most successful and commercial album, and it is called Small Change. It's recorded in July at Wally Heidi's Studio 3 in Hollywood. And the people that played on this album, of course, will be Tom Waits, who did the vocals and the piano, Harry Bluestone on violins and then concertmaster strings, Jim Huart on bass, Ed Lustergarten on the cello, Shelley Mann on drums, Lou Tabakin on tenor sax, and Jerry Yester was the arranger and conductor of the string section. So the first track on this album is called Tom Traubert's Blues, and in brackets 4 Sheets to the Wind in Copenhagen. Very emotional song. It's Waltz with Matilda, as all you know it as. What I like about this is emotional, and he sings it like he is 4 Sheets to the Wind. Was he? We don't know. He may have been, but he's got that deep, rambling voice. And it's quite a nice, it's a different version of it, but it works. Then we get a thing called Step Right Up. I think this is great. Now, who the hell sings about selling stuff in shops and markets? Tom Waits does, of course, because he wrote about everyday things. It's got a very addictive bass line, and you've got the vocal from Tom is great because he's portraying this market trader sort of person. Really good. It's a lot of fun. Then we get Jitterbug Boy. I think when you listen to Tom Waits stuff, you've really got to. There's no. I like some of his stuff. It's like it's very distinctive. You like Tom Waits or you don't. There's no sitting on the fence. Now I think he's got a really interesting voice, and I like his lyric content more than anything. And this is pretty good. It's got some interesting things, passion. It's got a jazzy sort of feel to it. Some nice piano, really good. Then we get I Wish I Was in New Orleans in the 9th Ward. Not too bad either. It's just that the gravelly voice. But this one is not my favourite, I'm afraid. Then we get The Piano Has Been Drinking, Not Me, in brackets in the evening with Peter King. It's about like a pianist getting drunk. He's had a right old schemes full. And the words are interesting, but Tom delivers it as he is, being drunk. You know, to sound drunk when you're not drunk is pretty different. Okay then, when we get Invitation to the Blues, my favourite track on here. Tom's piano playing is really good, and then you get the bit of saxophone thrown in. It's a really strong track, and I like that one quite a lot. Then we get Pasties on a G string at the 2 o'clock club. It's a it's quite a funny lyrics. It's having a bit of a laugh here. Some fanfares and all sorts. It's quite a fun track, this one. Then we get Bad Liver and a Broken Heart in brackets in Lowell, or yeah, Lowell. Isn't too bad. Nice gentle track, jazzy sort of song. Pretty good. Then we get a track called The One That Got Away. Love the saxophone in this. It's a bit of a storyteller. I think it's a bit of experience from Tom. I quite like that track as well. Then we get the title track, Small Change. Got rained on with his own 38. Not keen on this one. It's just a little too long. The start of the song's great, but it sort of fizzles away. 2 minutes shorter, and it'd probably been brilliant. And then we get I Can't Wait to Get Off Work, and in brackets, and to see my baby on Montgomery Avenue. My second favourite track on the album. It's the sort of a 12-bar blues sort of boogie. Great vocal from Tom on this one. Terrific track to end the album. Yeah, this album actually received some criticals equal or better to Tom Waits' previous album. And it got to number 98, which was successful. So successful that he put a band together and went touring with it. And the band was called the Nocturnal Emissions, which consisted of Frank Vickery on tenor saxophone, Fitzgerald Jenkins on the bass, Chip White on drums and vibraphone. They toured Europe between October 76 till May 77, so he had a little bit of success with it. What did people write about? There's one or two bits written about it. In an interview, he was asked with Mojo in 1999 if he shared many fans' view that Small Change was the crowning moment of his sort of Hollywood noir period, and his reply was, "Well, gee, I'd say that's probably more. There's more. Start again, Iain. I'd say there's probably more songs off that record that I continue to play on the road and that have endured. Some songs you may write and record, you never sing again. You sing them every night and figure out what do they mean. Tom Traubert's Blues was certainly one of those songs as I continue to sing. In fact, I close my show with it." So that the ratings for this one, we got All Music gave it a 4.5 stars. Crystal gave it a B-. Classic Rock 9 out of 10. Mojo 5 stars. Pitchfork 9 out of 10. Q 3 out of 5. Rolling Stone 4 out of 5, and Uncut 5. And as I said, it got to number 89 in the charts in America, not over here. But it did get a silver record over here and a gold in Australia. It's a very strange album, but I really like it. I think I like it because he writes, some of the songs he writes are about real life. Is it the best? Is it my favourite? No, but it's a good album. We will be doing Tom Waits at some stage, I'm sure. But I do like listening to this album, although, and it is a classic, and it's just got some interesting tracks on it. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. So there we go. Okay, tomorrow being the last Tuesday of the month, is Ladies' Day. And tomorrow we've got someone that's played, we're ranking the albums of an artist that played at Glastonbury this weekend and caused a little bit of ooh-ha for turning up late for a set. And that's Lana Del Rey. And Retro Ranking tomorrow is a bit of a iconic singer, Marianne Faithfull. I'll be picking my top 10 songs by an artist that seems to be still going strong. Famously went out with Mick Jagger, didn't she? So that's all coming tomorrow. All you can say is have a great day today, whatever you're doing, anywhere in the world, because these are worldwide videos now. They go, people watch it all over the world. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.